Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Kwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, elders of hard on down to rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hope for the elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, so I just want to do a short lesson of how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai allows it to go, and I want to name the video "See You in Our Heaven and in Your Hell." Alright, in our heaven, which is the nation of Israel, the kingdom of heaven, which is the nation of Israel's kingdom, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians, under our gods, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the true names of the gods of the King James Bible, which the Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son name, who the world of ignorance calls Christ, is Yahweh Shai. Alright, which again is the kingdom of heaven. Alright, which is only the heaven, the kingdom of heaven is only for the nation of Israel. Alright, and hell, which is not a place where you go, where you burn for all eternity. Hell can be in the grave, or hellish-like conditions, to be in a bad, living in a bad condition. Alright, which is when this devil right here is reborn again in the kingdom of heaven, is what he's going to be born into. He's going to be born into hell, hellish-like conditions, in slavery. Alright, and I'm pretty sure all the brothers out there have seen or heard right here, Evelyn Rothschild just kicked the bucket today. And Lord Will's brothers can see again, Evelyn D. Rothschild, Lord head of banking dynasty, dies at 91 years old. Alright, so yeah, this devil right here just kicked the bucket today. Alright, Lord took him out. Alright, and he's gonna go back to the spiritual world. Alright, and when he comes back from the spiritual world in the kingdom of heaven, the scriptures say all go to one place, which that one place is where? The heavens. Alright, back to the spiritual world. And when he comes back, he's going to be born head first into slavery, just like the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth, whatever her name was, who also just died a few months ago. When she's reborn again, she's going to be in slavery. He's going to be in slavery. David Rockefeller, when he died like a few years ago, he's going head first into slavery. All right. So are they escaping their judgment? No. When they come back, they're going straight into slavery, straight into chains. All right. And there's really no, I would look on the Drudge and I would look on the Zero Hedge. As far as like their front page, I didn't really see any things speaking about them, about this Salakia. Alright. But he's one of the high up devils. He's one of the main devils pulling the strings. Which they have their people spread out everywhere. Just like one dies and the other one basically takes over. One dies and the other one takes over. Alright, but he's pretty high up. Alright. And there's really no media coverage about him dying today. Alright, but yeah, he's going head first into slavery, man, when he comes back. You don't escape your judgment, man. And his family, him and his family are responsible for a lot of bloodshed on the earth. Alright, which he's gonna have to pay for. Him and his forefathers. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read this. This is the parable of Lazarus. This is St. Luke chapter 16, verse 19. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously, like I struggle saying that word, every day. Which that rich man is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Like Evelyn Rothschild, he lived a good life. He never worked a day in his life. He had maids, butlers, all the money in the world. His family printed the money. Alright? His family printed the money. So he lived good. 91 years of a good life. Never struggled. Alright? Verse 20. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which represents us, the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, which was laid at his gates full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked the sores, which are the other nations. Verse 22. And it came to pass that the beggar died. Alright? And was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom, which again, that represents us. Lazarus, with the beggar, represents us, the nation of Israel. Alright? Into Abraham's bosom. And the rich man also died and was buried. Verse 23. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, which in the hell that he's going to be born back into is slavery. The rich man is going to be born back into is slavery. All right, low conditions in life. And in hell, he lifted up his eyes and being tormented and seeing Abraham so far off and Lazarus in his bosom. Right, living good, because there's going to be a role reversal. They're going to go into slavery. All you so-called white people and you other nations are going to go into slavery, and we're going to be in the kingdom of heaven living good. All right, role reversal. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip his tip of his finger in the waters and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in flames. Right, catching hell. You devils are going to catch hell in the kingdom, man, especially you elites, all right, of Esau. You're going to catch hell with a capital H, E, and double L's in caps, all right? Get your ass beat in the kingdom of heaven, man. For all this wickedness that you've done, again, that devil's not, you might love a harmless old man, but that devil is responsible for a lot of blood on the earth. A lot of blood. Him and his family is responsible for a lot of blood on the earth. And he's going to have to pay. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime received thy good things. Right now, again, that devil died 91 years old. His family print the money. Scripture say the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, which are the Edomites. He's one of the top banking families of the nation of Edom. All right? Probably was running, I'm pretty sure he's running the whole show. All right? Before he died. All right? So them devils live good. He lived good a good 91 years. All right? In our lifetime, receive thy good things. And likewise, Lazarus, evil things, bad things, right? Slavery. All right? Because right now we're in captivity. All right? It's 1:30. I'm getting ready to go to work. It's just a slave just to make ends meet. And then you barely making ends meet. All right? Just like the rest of Israel around the world. All right? Evil things, but now is he comforted, right, in the kingdom of heaven, and thou art in torment, which is where you devils belong, man, in torment, and that's where you're going to be. All right? All of you devils, not just him, all you Edomites are going to be in torment, man. OG scripture. Matter of fact, let's start at 1. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. Who is Jacob? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, which is the land of Israel. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob, which those strangers are Israelite foreigners, or Israelites that didn't know they were Israelites. All right? Those are those strangers. Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Right? That devil, when he comes back, he's going to be a servant, a slave. All right? His whole family is. And they should take them captives who captives they were, and they should rule over their oppressors. Right? The Lord said we're going to rule over our oppressors, which he was one of our main oppressors. All right? He signs the law. He dictates how much control this devil's got, that devil had over the planet, man. These policies and things that were put in place to destroy the nation of Israel, all right, was all basically by him and his family's hands. All right, because they own everything. Their estimated worth is, 500 trillion, and that's really unlimited resources because, again, the scripture says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right? They had control over politicians and things like people like that, the Senate that put laws and stuff in place to help destroy the nation of Israel. All right? So that devil ain't escaping, man. He's going to be born right back into slavery, man. Jumping down to verse 21. Prepare slaughter, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers. Right, his forefathers as well. His fathers, they're all going into slavery, man. All right? They're going to come back, be reborn back in the kingdom and go head first into slavery. And prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers. And they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fear the face of the world with their cities. Right, so this devil's going to pay, man. He ain't escaping nothing, man. Again, now he's back in the spiritual world. If he really is dead, he's back in the spiritual world, waiting to come back. And when he comes back, it's going to be chains around his hands and a chain around his neck when he comes back. Working in the field, sun up to sundown, getting whoopings. All right. The devil's going to catch hell in the next life, man. All right. For all the wickedness that he's done. All right, again, he looks harmless, but this man there's a lot of blood on this man's hands, man. A lot of blood on this man's hands. All right, he's gonna have to pay for that. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to the brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. All right, he's really not even a man. He's really a degenerate, and that's like the rest of his family are degenerates. There's a lot of blood on this boy's hands. He's not a man. He's a boy. All right, when he dies and he's dead now, he's gonna come back in the kingdom of slave. All right, right along with the rest of them devils. Shalom.